Around the evening hours, a man of around his 40s walked inside a certain restaurant with a bag on him. The man looked pretty calm, no one could suspected him of anything. Immediately as he found a place to sit down and order his meal, as he looked around, he discovered a certain woman sitting around the corner looking outside the window. It's like she was scared waiting for someone. Thereafter, some few minutes later, a group of around 4 men walked inside and went directly to the woman's table. As the man looked closely, he realized that it's like they were making some kind of an exchange. But not only that, the man also knew that the men had intentions of killing the woman there at the restaurant since one of them had a gun on him. As an act of good faith, the man decided to confront the men and protect the lady from any harm that might come out from the men. That is where a small talk turned into a fight. Luckily the man had some fighting skills on him, and so the men didn't pose a threat to him. But now unexpected, the lady pointed her gun at the man and told him to raise up his hands. It turned out that the lady was an undercover police, whereby she had been working on a certain case for the past 3 months. And right before the guy interfered her meeting at the restaurant, she was very close to catching one of the most wanted narcotics distributor in the town. When the man was asked the reason of him engaging the fight with the men at the restaurant, the man explained to them that as soon as the men walked inside the restaurant, he recognized them as one of the gang members that belonged to a man named Scott. A very dangerous man. And so the man realized that the men were not gonna let the lady walk out of the restaurant alive, since they had already knew who she was. And so he did what he had to do to save the lady. The head chief was really impressed with the man's skills in detective. And so he offered him a chance to help the other police to close the Scott's case once and for all. The man had no other choice than accepting it. And so the task started immediately. According to their plan, they were supposed to identify the location of where Scott, the narcotics supplier, lived in. Whereby later they will start investigating him at his house to see if they will find anything of help. The following day in the morning, the man together with the police lady they recognized a certain gang of men that belonged to Scott's. And so they started following them to see if they will lead them to Scott's location. Luckily, they were finally able to identify where Scott lives. In which according to what they saw it's like he was staying on a certain yacht. Before the lady said that they should held back and come with a search warrant, the man had already sneaked inside the yacht and he was at gunpoint on his head. And that's where the man pretended that he is a dirty cope, and that he was willing to work with Scott on his operation. On the other side, when the lady realized the man is inside the yacht, she had to come up with an idea on how to go closer to the yacht so as she can listen on whatever was going on inside. On her mind she thought that the man had double closed then. What she didn't knew is that the man was creating a chance on them on how they would catch Scott with full evidence on him. And after minutes of fear talks, Scott and the man came up with an agreement of where they would meet tomorrow for a start exchange of narcotics. The man explained everything to the lady and her partner on what he was planning, and that he wasn't against them at all. But now things changed when they came back at the station. They didn't believe who they found there trying to take over their case. From their look on the face, none of them liked what was going on at all. Silence filled the room.